Good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. So, before you get started, if you have not subscribed, make sure you please click on that subscribe button, like, share, and also make your comment. I would love to watch out for it. So, what we have here is Dow Jones. We want to take a look at our Dow Jones and possibly US30, kind of like related if you want, how you want to call it, be it Dow Jones or US30, any of this. So let's take a look at it. First of all, we need to start with what will I say, the time frame, which is our higher time frame, which is the monthly time frame, right? So if you take a look at this movement previously, prior to 2022, right? This is the period of 2020. These movements or Dow Jones or US30 have been giving us a bullish move, right? You can take a look at, you can get and see higher highs and higher lows, coupled with the fact that the price was trading above our 10 period moving average. Now we all know the rules of trading this moving average. Once the price is above the 10 period moving average, then definitely it is a buy movement. You should be looking out for one thing, which is to actually go long, right? But that is what we are having, that's around 2020, 2021. Now, if you take a look at this movement, which is 2022, price started falling, right, to the extent that it started trading below our 10 period moving average, right? So price is kind of like, dropping. We are seeing a lower lows, lower highs, right? This is a lower lows, lower highs, new lows, right? And a lower highs. So this is a new lows, right? Price drop. And guess what? Price actually made this swift movement upward, which I think there would be a rejection at this level, right? And now we actually got that rejection. And now price is dropping. The thing is that with price, this price is at a level where it can continue that bullish move upward, and it is also at a level where it will continue to drop, thereby giving us a new loss, that this loss will be taken out. So that is it on our monthly time frame. But when you take a look at this month of October, which is 10, we actually opened and closed bullish. The month of November gave us a bullish move. Now we are in the month of December and we've gotten a bearish move. So when you take a look at this bearish move, you know that this bearish move is not yet over. So more bearish move is to come. So I am seeing this on the monthly time frame, right? In the long term, right? Be it in 3 months, in 4 months, this US30 or Dow Jones, whatever, will definitely drop, thereby taking out this loss. That is in the long term, right? So above all, this price is still above our 10 period moving average. So we would still like still see it as a bullish move. We would only consider to go ahead and sell on this if this price is below our 10 period moving average on the monthly time frame, especially if you're a long-term trader, right? And you want to, yeah, targeting 3 months, 4 months, right? You would want to make your price to drop below the 10 period moving average. You want to make sure the price is trading below this 10 period moving average. Maybe then you can go ahead and sell. So now to be able to predict this price for this week, now that would now take us to the weekly time frame. So when you take a look at this weekly time frame, right, you can clearly see the trend on this weekly time frame, and higher highs and higher lows. At first, this movement is above our 10 period moving average, right? So we can see an higher highs and higher lows. It looks like it wants to have a similar movement to that our S&P 500. Let's see what this S&P 500 was saying. So S&P 500, you can see that period here. It was kind of giving us this bullish move. One of the reasons why we were also having kind of like a bullish move on our US30, like S&P 500 or SP 500. This stocks index, that kind of like relate to it or each other. You see that when there's a massive fall on the S&P, you'll see it also like reflect with on the Nasdaq 100. There will be a massive fall. Same thing with kind of like the US30. Just that there are more stocks in S&P 500. Top 500 stocks come. You see there are more stocks in Nasdaq 100. When many of these stocks are dropping, right, it will definitely show it will be more visible on the Nasdaq 100 compared to and our S&P 500 compared to this US 30 that just contains mostly majority 30 stocks. So that is it, right? This price is actually giving us a bullish move. And I told you guys that if you take a look at the full trend, right, a full trend is a downward movement. So we've actually made this huge highs. So now we've gotten this draw, and there's no doubt that we've gotten a pullback. What we will be expecting for this week is another drop. So this week that we are trying to predict for on US 30 or Dow Jones, we should expect it to actually give us a drop. But it will only give us that drop maybe once the pullback has been made, when the pullback is over, which I don't think the pullback is over. Is this pullback over? Well, I don't think this pullback is over. Let's see if throughout this week that we're trying to predict for, price will go bullish, then price will now drop. That is what we'll be expecting. This is how I want you guys to see it. You see a drop. Now we are on a pullback level. Once this pullback level is over, what do we expect next? Another drop. So S&P US 30 or Dow Jones, anyone you want to see it, we will be expecting a bearish move. But before that drop will be made, we need to have some amount of uptrend move, a amount of bullish move before we get that drop on the 10 period moving average. Price is trading below above our 10 period moving average. So this is one of the reasons why I don't think we should go ahead and sell, right? You would want to see this price below the 10 period moving average. You would want to see this price drop below the 10 period moving average. Then that can now be a confirmation that okay, we can now go ahead to sell. That should kind of like we should kind of see this this moving average as like a confirmation, as a confirmation. Once the price is below it, then we can now say okay, let us go ahead and sell. But if it is above it, then we will still spot it as a bullish move. So as we clearly can see here, the price is still above our US 30, which is we can still spot it to be a bullish move. So let's see a movement like this that has been made down and a correction. Once this correction is over and we see this price drop to the extent it breaks below our 10 period moving average, then definitely we can go ahead and sell on this US 30. So above all, right, I personally would be speculating a bearish move. How would want to see this price open and close bearish this week? By the way, if it does not give us that movement, no doubt about that. But I strongly believe that this week US 30 will actually open and close bearish. So I would be expecting to sell, right? But I would update you guys, right? Because I do daily analysis, I'm going to update you guys on how to where to trade and what to trade. So just have to subscribe to get an update from me. Now, if you go to the daily time frame, you clearly can see the trend on the daily time frame. This is a lower lows and a lower highs, right? You take a look at this as a new lows that broke this previous lows and a lower highs. After this, what do you expect? Another lows. You see what I said? This week, we should see a drop on US 30. So, I mean, once this movement is over, then expect a drop. On a daily time frame, the price is below our 10 period moving average. No doubt about that. A pullback is forming. Once the pullback is forming, and that drop is being made to the extent that it take out this lows, then that will be a clear confirmation that US 30 is on a bearish move. That will be a clear confirmation that we should go ahead and sell. That is if you want to wait for a confirmation on the daily time frame, no doubt about that. But this US 30 or Dow Jones anyone, it should be dropping soon. So we expect a drop. You can see it has tapped our 10 period moving average. So we expect it to actually react on our 10 period moving average. Then that bearish move will be made. So that is it. You can see multiple breakout structure upward on the daily time frame, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and a new lows is to be made. So daily time frame also, we expect a bearish move. Now let's see what this 4 hour time frame says. So you can see that we are expecting to sell, right? We are watching out for a sell movement. We are watching out for a bearish move, right? And this US30, right, is kind of giving us like an uptrend move on the 4-hour time frame. So before you actually go ahead and sell, we would want to see it give us a bearish move on the 4-hour time frame before we go ahead and sell. You can see we are having a bullish move on the 4-hour time frame. It does not make sense for us to go ahead and sell. You need to wait for multiple break of structure downward on the 4-hour time frame. You need to see it before you can go ahead and sell. So clearly we can see that here it's kind of giving us like a spike up. You can see impulse move. You can see again a pullback, and now a new ice is being made. So if eventually price goes up, it will be a way, it will, kind of a bit, change the direction of what we would want to trade. But let's see if this price will start rejecting from this level. So if price starts rejecting from this level on our US30, especially on the 4-hour time frame, maybe then and then you can go ahead and sell. So above all this US30, you would want to sell, but you would want to seek like multiple break of structure downward, like a draw, push up, drop, push up that would not take out this previous highs, then another drop, then you can go ahead and sell on this US30. So above all this week, right, we expect to go bearish. It just depends on when to enter the trade and how to place this trade. So subscribe. I'm going to give you guys an update this week.